Others won't do. In order to have the things tomorrow, others won't have. To have a special life, you have to do special things. And that usually means putting in the work and loving it. In order to have the things tomorrow, no one is going to create the future that you want for you. We get one opportunity to come this way. We get one shot. We got one life to live. Life is too short to make excuses. I want you to close your eyes and visualize your dream. I need you to get out of your comfort zone. If we all woke up ordinary, we all off to the same start. You've decided that you're not going to allow the events, the things, the people, life determine who you become. It is a decision that you have to make within yourself. No one is responsible for that. Stop waiting to feel like it. Stop waiting until you see it.
Failure is only permanent if you choose not to get better.
And what you do today will determine your future. I'm asking you, what do you see in the future for you? What brought you here today? What brought you to get up? You're closer than you've ever been before. You have to do me a favor. Those 15 minutes are not worth the rest of your life. It's not easy, but it's worth it. You woke up this morning to chase your dream until you catch it. You're gonna have to sacrifice who you used to be. When you want to sleep, you have to wake up.
So don't run from difficulty, run to it.
Because it's always darkest before the dawn.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, give it 120%. Every single day is a new beginning. So take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. It's a new day, a new opportunity.
Take a deep breath. That is what I had to do this evening, guys, was take a deep breath. We were having technical difficulties for whatever reason getting on Zoom, but we are here now. And I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you for your time on this Monday evening. So we're going to get right into it. And who we are is HGI. And I am Lasagna Conley. So happy to be here with you guys this evening. Grateful for the opportunity. And we are going to discuss the best business opportunity on the planet, guys. I won't keep you long. And this is just really good. And I like letting everybody that I can know about it. I was introduced to HGI a couple years ago, and it has been life-changing for me and for everybody that I've been able to touch through this business, both with the business as far as in the financial industry, with them becoming a licensed professional, as well as the people's lives that I've been able to touch in the households with being able to protect families and helping them to start creating wealth. So let's get into what we do. We are HGI, as you see on the screen, and our mission is to create wealth for families. Simply, if you have the dream, we have the vehicle. So please allow yourselves to dream. It is permitted. It is not against the law, even though society wants us to think so. Right here, we want you to dream, and we want you to understand that life is definitely full of possibilities. And once we put ourselves in place, we're able to achieve those possibilities as long as we are in position. And that's what we do right here, guys, at Big Financial with HGI. We put you in position to be able to receive those miracles. So let's dive right into it today, right here, right now. And we are going to discuss, what is your plan? That is the number one priority. What is your plan? This is the era of the entrepreneur. And what that means is that you have the ability with our company to work from anywhere, to create your own schedule, which means everything to me. Is paramount for me to be able to be on my own schedule and my own time, to be creating wealth on my own dime. That is just amazing. I love that possibility to earn without limits as well as to build passive income. Passive income is income that comes to you that you are not working for. It is coming to you because you positioned yourself, as I said earlier, and you are in alignment with this system. And this system, the LFS with HGI, creates passive income. So this is the financial services industry, guys. And what we do is we educate people on how money works, how money grows, and most of all, how money multiplies. This is the most lucrative industry in the world. It generates about $140 trillion annually globally and about $37 trillion in the United States of America. So it's plenty of revenue here, again, on top of being able to change the lives of everybody you touch, starting with your own. So we need more professionals that are sincere, that are dedicated to helping others, because that's what this business is. It bolsters you and it bolsters everyone you touch. This is HGI as an overall component. This is our leadership, which is impeccable. This is Hubert Humphreys, the founder to the right, guys. This is the third multi-billion-dollar sellout. And I state that because the system works. That's why that's important. It's important because this business, as well as two other businesses, were made and created and sold with this same LFS system. So the training here, the coaching, and the mentoring is world class. That is Aki Rupani in the middle. Aki is the star student of HGI. Aki is here in Atlanta, Georgia. He's our direct upline, and Aki was able at convention in Las Vegas about a week ago to sell a part of his business to Integrity Marketing, who is our buyout partner in this company. And Aki was able to get tens of millions of dollars, guys, on stage in Las Vegas that we witnessed with him becoming a part of Integrity Marketing and being able to sell out some of his business that he's built right here with HGI. And guys, you too will have that same opportunity as we all do once we are part of this great company. The vision is here to lead the financial revolution, and we are doing that. Our mission is creating wealth for families, and we do that every single day. We educate all over the globe on how money works, how money grows, and how money multiplies. So right here is business education for entrepreneurs. This is financial education for entrepreneurs and solutions for every client that we touch. Like I said, the best business opportunity on the planet. And I didn't mention this guy to the left, that's Steve Gross. If you guys are familiar with Home Depot or WebMD, that is the founder of WebMD, and Steve Gross is Home Depot. So guys, the leadership, the training, the mentoring, the coaching, it's right here. This is again, Hubert, this is 4 decades of leadership. The reason, guys, that we have a great future is because we have a great past. And our past is right here. You can see it on the screen. This is where it began in the 80s with A.L. Williams. Some of us were just born or not quite born in the 80s, right? Hubert had already started this straight off of the back of a railroad train. This guy is not college educated, had to drop out of school to be able to feed his family and to do what most of us have to do, which is work. Okay, and he took what he had, was on the back of a train for 17 years, and decided that wasn't the way he needed to go. So what can I do to get out of this rut? What can I do to make life better? And what he did was took insurance and put it with the principle of Amway and came up with what we all now know as Primerica. Hubert was able to sell Primerica. He and A.L. Williams were able to sell Primerica to Citigroup, Citibank many years ago for tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars, actually. Then there became WMA. WMA was the mortgage investment group, still done with this same principal. WMA actually was insurance. The mortgage came later after the non-disclosure. It's on the screen with WLG. But WMA was what we now know as WFG, which is World Financial Group. And WFG is still around, multi-billion-dollar sellout once again. Aegon bought that business. Same LFS system, guys. That's the point. That's the only point I'm making. Same system. It worked then and it works now. We are now in 2026, and Hubert started this business at 74 years old. He said that the reason he got back into the industry is because he, as a billionaire, wanted to create more millionaires and more billionaires in history than any other billionaire that ever lived on planet Earth. So he wanted to get back into the game. He just started HGI at 74, and here we are now, third $1 billion sellout, bought out by Integrity Marketing, Google Integrity Marketing, multi-billion-dollar company. Medicare, they are involved with healthcare and life. Google them, guys. We have a chance right now to get in on the bottom before it goes public and be able to have a buyout, as well as to be able to buy shares before it's a publicly traded company. And if you understand what that means that you'll become wealthy in a very, very short time, and your children and your children's children will also be able to enjoy that wealth. So that is what we do right here at HGI. Leadership format system that you continue to hear me speak about. This is the system. We run the system and the system builds the business. That simple. Our system is proven, last 4 or 5 decades, predictable and super profitable. I am a living witness of the system. The system works. The system runs the business. The most powerful, duplicatable system, guys, in the industry, just like McDonald's. Wherever you go into McDonald's, if it's in America or if you're in another country, the burger is the same. It's because the system runs McDonald's. It's not run by people, even though people are in place. They have a system that is scalable and it works. No matter when you go in Mickey D's, the burger, the Sprite, and the fries are always going to be 9 times out of 10 the same. That's the system. That's what we have right here is a system. Again, $47 trillion in the US. Financial service is an industry, guys, largest industry in the world. Please tap in, understand, do your research. Financial services is the largest industry in the world. This is a global industry. Okay. It is the biggest opportunity for you to be able to start building your legacy and to help every person that you touch build their legacy. Serving people is the most important thing that we can do, guys. We have to first, like when on the airplane, grab our mask and put it on. That is what we do when we become a part of this great system, HGI Big Financial. We grab our mask, okay? Once we've grabbed our mask, we have to then secure everybody else. That's what we're doing when we become a part of this great system. Everybody that we touch, we are guaranteed to leave them better than we found them. No matter what end of the spectrum they're on, when we touch them, we leave them better than we found them. This business is in high demand, guys. Understand, this is bigger than real estate. This is bigger than retail. This is the largest industry in the world with the lowest supply of financial professionals. We need concerned people that are dedicated to changing their lives, number one, and the life of everybody else that they touch. That is this business. Trillions of dollars our assets are moving right now with the baby boomer generation. The money is moving. We need financial professionals that are concerned about making a difference in their lives and in the community and in the lives of others. Guys, always remember, when money is moving, money is made, and money is currency. So currency is always moving. Right here, we help everybody, like I stated, everybody from Gen Z to seniors, everybody in there in between, guys. They need our business. This is not something that is a desire. This is a necessity, like water, like air. People, everybody that you look at that is breathing needs this business. If they're 0 years old, they need their parents to start building them so they can be wealthy by the time they're 20. If they're in the middle, somewhere there in between, they need it for all the obvious reasons: life protection, debt removal, financial freedom. financial security, legacy preservation, the seniors, they need it so they don't outlive their money. Okay, because what do we see now? When we see seniors, we see them outliving their money. We see them working at Walmart. We see them working at Target. We see them at Popeyes and at the airport. You know why? Because Social Security is not sustaining their day to day. So no matter where you are, guys, if you're a senior, you need us because you need us for financial planning. You need us so you don't outlive your money. That is imperative. If you're young, you need us so if you pass away too soon, God forbid, your family is protected and you have a way to leave legacy. You have a way to not only be buried, you have a way to leave a legacy for your family so you guys are able to conserve wealth, pass it along, and have generational trajectory change because you made the right decision to protect your life while you were young. If you become ill while you're young and you have life insurance with living benefits, all sickness is not unto death. What if you become ill and you have living benefits? Well, living benefits is going to protect you and pay for you while you're still living. It's living benefits. Life insurance is for your life with the death benefit. So those living benefits are going to pay and let you sustain your livelihood when you're unable to generate income. So it's imperative, guys, that everybody that we touch, everybody that you see that's walking and moving, they need this just like you do. Our mission right here, HGI Big Financial, I said that we were on a mission to lead the financial independence crusade. That is our mission. That is our goal. By 2027, we are having 1 million, and I'm already claiming it, stating it, and it's already happening, guys, in our company. 1 million financially independent families by the end of 2027. We must educate and create the need and the understanding of the need in people's households for financial education, for financial literacy. How money works, how money grows, and most of all, how money multiplies. Financial education helps everyone that learns to become financially independent. So that's the first step in financial freedom. What we teach here is the money game, the principles of wealth building. Number one is to increase cash flow. No matter who you are on the planet, except for the wealthy 1%, we need to make more money, guys. We can cut the subscriptions. We can stop eating out as much. But the ultimate goal, the bottom line, is that everybody needs to make more money. If we generate more income, then we're not worried and concerned as much about what we're spending because we're making more income. That doesn't mean frivolous spending. That just means that we can become comfortable instead of working every day to make it meet. Okay, so that's what we teach you. Number one priority here, Big Financial HGI, is how to increase cash flow. Number two is debt management. Debt is vitally important. To control debt equals wealth. All right, debt in America is about, I think it's, wow, is it 40 trillion in credit card debt or something like that? I haven't looked at the debt calculator in the last week or so, but it's really staggering. And that's, I think it's, no, I think it's $2 trillion in credit card debt and 40 trillion in overall consumer debt in America, right? That's insane. $2 trillion in credit card debt. How much of that do you contribute to right now? And that's being on the wrong side of 72. That's what we teach you here, how to get on the right side of 72, how to build compound interest and not how to pay compound interest, because that's what you're doing now with credit cards. That's what you're doing with your car loan. Everything that you're paying out on, you're paying compound interest. Emergency fund. Everybody needs an emergency fund. Without an emergency fund, how do you take care of your living if you should become disabled? If you can't go to work for just say 3 months with no emergency fund, how do you sustain life? How do you pay your simple bills, the ones that you pay every day, if you don't have an emergency fund? We teach you that here. how to create your emergency fund. And that is increasing cash flow, because how can you save money that you don't yet have? So emergency fund is vital. That's why you need life insurance with living benefits, because that gives you an automatic emergency fund, even if you haven't saved it, if you become disabled. If you're unable to go to work, if you're unable to meet your obligations, if you have life insurance with living benefits and you're unable to go and meet your obligations, you're going to be able to collect your living benefits to sustain life. Very important. Proper protection, I was just talking about it. That's life insurance. Proper protection is life insurance. If you can get it with living benefits, that's kiss, chef's kiss. If you can't get living benefits because not everyone qualifies, you still need life insurance. It's imperative. Gotta have it. You have to have life insurance. It's not a bill. It is a blessing for everyone that can obtain life insurance. It is a dire necessity that we understand its importance. Life insurance is how you're able to build wealth and pass it along to your heirs. Life insurance is how you're able to protect your family in the event that you become ill and cannot go to work, if you can't perform two activities of daily living, if you become blind, heart attack, stroke, burned, you need life insurance with living benefits. That is how you build wealth. Life insurance gives you an immediate net worth. Nothing else in the world gives you an immediate net worth. Life insurance, it is a necessity. Preserving wealth, guys, we teach you that here with estate planning, will and a trust. The only way to avoid probate court is to have a will and a trust, no matter who you are. If you're super wealthy, or if you only have a little bit of money and small assets, if you don't have a will and a trust, you're going to go to probate court. Guaranteed. Look at Prince, look at Aretha Franklin. They were super wealthy and they didn't have estate planning in place. Prince, his family suffered for 6 years in probate court. And because Aretha Franklin didn't have trust planning, she paid $8.1 million in federal income tax. That's how important it is to get your house in order. And that's what we teach you right here. Big Financial HGI, a financial needs analysis is going to get your house in order. It is imperative. We teach all concepts, guys, of money here. We're not going to discuss these all tonight. Of course, you'd be here until next week this time. But we are going to simply go over the rule of 72, which is equivalent to being your own bank. Those principles go hand in hand. So the rule of 72 is very simple. Take your calculator and get out, type in the number 72, and say your interest rate is 9%. Divide 9 into 72. 9 into 72 is 8 times. So if you're getting a 9% interest rate on your money, then that's going to be the rule of 72. It's going to take you 8 years for your money to double. So if you have $50,000 in an account and it's 2026, which is where we are right now, add on 8 years. And what does that give you? 2034. So in 2034, that 50K that you put in there in 2026 will have doubled to $100,000 without any effort, without you touching it, without you thinking about it, all because of compound interest with the rule of 72. So that was just a very quick snippet on the rule of 72. Take the interest rate, divide it into the number 72, and whatever your answer is, that is how many years it takes your money to double, to compound. Next, you always hear, be your own bank. Well, the way to be your own bank is definitely with using the rule of 72, but it goes a little bit deeper into infinite banking. And that is very simple. There's a principle, a vehicle that we use all the time. That is an IUL. You guys have heard of that, Index Universal Life. And in that IUL, it allows you to have two components to that vehicle. One is life insurance, and the other is a cash component. That allows you to be tied to the stock market, but it gives you protection. So your money is in the market growing. You're going to get all the upside potential with a cap, of course. But because of the other factor of the life insurance, you're going to get a zero floor. So you're not going to get any downside when the stock market goes down. So zero is your hero with the IUL. It's the best tool if you have the time and the money to go together. IUL is the best tool that you can have in your toolbox because it gives you the money tied to the market, which gives you a great rate of return, but it gives you a zero floor loss, which ensures that you have no downside. Worst year that you'll ever have is zero gains. Best year you'll ever have is whatever your cap rate is, whatever your interest rate is, that's the best year. So guys, it's a no-brainer. You're able to put your money in this vehicle, never ever have any tax penalty because life insurance is income tax free. All right, that's another reason that the wealthy uses life insurance religiously because it's no income tax on life insurance. Also, you're able to get all of the upside potential from the market, and you're going to have none of the downside potential from the market, like with your 401k or your 403b. When the market goes up, so does your account. When the market goes down, so does your account. Well, with the IUL, Index Universal Life, your account never goes down when the market takes a downturn. It has a zero floor loss. You only get the upside potential. You're able to be your own bank because there's no tax penalty with the IUL because it's income tax free, because it's life insurance, and there is no prepayment penalty if you need to pull money out because you need to buy a property or a car or some major life, expense that you've acquired. You're going to go on a trip or buy a yacht or whatever. You can take that money out of your IUL and be able to do that with no tax penalty. You don't need to be a certain age to do that. What's the age? 59 and a half. For your IUL, you don't need to be 59 and a half. You can be whatever age that you are and take your money without penalty. Okay, you can't do that with a 401 or a 403 or any of your retirement accounts or your IRA. You can't do that with your retirement accounts that are qualified retirement accounts. You're going to get a penalty and you're going to pay tax once you liquidate that money. Life insurance takes away all of that. So those are two very great money principles. Very simple. I gave them to you just very briefly, but that is what we teach you right here, HGI Big Financial. Paying yourself first is imperative, guys. You work all week, couple weeks, whatever, get your stipend. Your bills are going to come. How do you not pay yourself first? We teach you how to do that right here. Big Financial, HGI. So we're going to move right along. Everything here that consists of money and insurance, we have it. From the federal level, starting with Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplement, ACA, which is the Affordable Care Act, we have it. That is your health insurance component. We are also, I just went over life insurance with you guys. Any form of life insurance that you can think of, we offer right here. Number one that you see on there, we just discussed Index Universal Life. In short, IUL, that is the component that will allow you to be your own bank. Term insurance, everybody needs term insurance. And you need term insurance with living benefits if you qualify. Imperative for life protection. You might get ill and not pass away. All sickness is not unto death. So if you have living benefits, you're able to sustain life and not lose everything, not have a decline in lifestyle until you're able to go back and start working. My nephew was 41 years old, had a stroke, driving a truck at work. Thank God he had life insurance, he had living benefits. He did not work for 2 years. He was young. We thought he was healthy. They gave him $260,000 in his checking account. He was able to pay off his house, send his daughter to school. If he had not had those living benefits, they had just bought a new home, he would have lost it. His wife was a stay-at-home mom, and his daughter was not scholarship for college. So she wouldn't have gone to college at all, and they would have lost the home that they had just purchased 4 months prior to him having a stroke. So, guys, I've seen it firsthand. That's my real life experience. Living benefits are imperative. Mortgage protection, right here, final expense. People, we have the best final expense under the sun with the concierge service. Active money management. If you want to have your money in the market, we're able to assist you right here in getting you with active money management. Annuities. Annuities create a lifetime stream of income. That's what happens for people that you see that are seniors that are going to work right now. They didn't have any life planning. Don't let that be you. Let's plan now. Let's show people how to take their money from the market and get it into an annuity so they can have a lifetime stream of income. We offer estate planning, wills and trusts. I just discussed with you guys that without it, no matter who you are, if you have money in the bank, it could be $50 or 5 million. Without a will and a trust, you and your family will land in probate court. Let's avoid that. Land banking with real estate, we offer that as well. That is where you are investing your money starting at 50,000 with companies like Walmart, Target, Costco's. They buy tracts of land in remote areas and develop what we know as plazas. Though that's the part that's land banking. So right here, we offer you asset protection, asset accumulation, and asset distribution. Everything money is what we do. HGI, Big Financial, diversified products and services. We are the Amazon guys, one-stop shop for your financial services. Have the best providers in the world right here. North American, Core Bridge, the top 5. We are the #1 producers for them in the world. Core Bridge, which is formerly AIG, F&G, Nationwide. Guys, you all know the jingle. Nationwide is on your side. Right here, Nationwide is on your side. A Nexus. A Nexus is like talking about a Mustang, and a Nexus is gonna be the Shelby to Ford Mustang. Okay, or it's gonna be the package. A Nexus is just one of the best companies ever, and they are gonna have all the bells and whistles to make your policy just phenomenal. And we have a Nexus right here. All right, Mutual of Omaha, guys, as you see, Ethos, Athene, Lincoln Financial's been around forever. Everybody knows Lincoln. American Amicable, right here. Okay, that is financial services at its finest. So no matter what your need, we are able to cover and protect to ensure your family and your life, no matter what. All right, going further, guys. Best compensation plan ever. You're able to come here and decide that you don't want to build a team, that you only want to do personal production on your own pen. You're able to come and do that right here with us and never talk to anybody. Walk in the door and assist families, helping them save a Starbucks cup of coffee a day. $10 a day, that will start you guys at 68K to 118 a year. And that's going to be with you not talking to anybody. Some people don't want a team build. They just want to help families and change lives. You're able to come and do that. If you decide that you want to build a team, you want to help people, but you also want to expand your horizon. We are in all 50 states in the United States and in all the provinces in Canada, with the exception of one. And you're able to build a team here on your own pen, write your own business, as well as bring like-minded people, not anybody. Please don't bring anybody. Like-minded people that want to, #1, change their life, and that want to help change the lives of others. That is who we want here. That is the nucleus. So you're able to bring 5 other like-minded people and build your team anywhere in the United States, here and Canada. That will start you with an override income at about $225,000. Once you've done that and you have your team members, they'll be making anywhere from 68 to 118. Your total income will be at $346,000. And that's you and 5 other like-minded individuals that are helping one family a week save $10, which is a Starbucks cup of coffee. Literally. That's it. You don't need to speak to millions of people. You don't need to go out and be extra and extenuate yourself. All you need to do is help one family save $10, and your 5 team members need to do the same, and that's your salary. That's this business. If you like to do what it is that I'm doing, I want to help everybody in the United States and in Canada, and in Mexico and in India, because we have people on our team in our company that have teams in Mexico, that have teams in India. All right. So you're able to plant your flag wherever you want it, honestly. So I want to help people all over the globe understand financial education. I want people to know that there's a way out and that they can change their life if they just give it some effort. That's it. So I want to help everybody I talk to. I talk to people about this every day, all day. If you choose to do that and come into this system and find 5, 10 people, again, that are like-minded, that want to do the same thing, that are not about the business of mediocrity, then those are the people you want to bring into this business. Those are the people that want to help themselves, that want to help other people. Your overall income with that business is about $1 million. Your people under you are then from 228 to 346. It'll pay you about $1 million a year, guys. I just explained to you, and I know the numbers for lots of people get really large and intimidating, but it's a real thing. And if you can wrap your mind around it, it's happening. I just explained to you Aki Rapani, and you guys can Google Aki, AKKIROOPANI, I believe it is. And Aki just showed the world that this works on another level. Integrity Marketing bought Aki out with part of his company, not all of it. The buyout here starts at 500,000. So if you have a book of business, your team, your agency, your firm, a book of business that's $500,000, and you decide, I never want to do this again, I'm done. I want to travel the world and put my feet up in Acapulco. Great. They'll give you $5 million for your $500,000 book of business. If you decide that you want to get out of this business and you've built to $1 million, well, they'll buy you out at $10 million. So you do the math, guys. Aki was able to get tens of millions of dollars, not just 10, not just 20. Aki was able to get tens of millions of dollars last week at Convention on Stage from this very business. So again, if you have the dream, the vehicle is right here with HGI and Big Financial. The managing partner, I just gave you that. That's Integrity Marketing. That's the buyout. If you decide I never want to do it again, I want to say adios. That's your partner shaking your hand with a check, and you've given them your business. Your agency is theirs now, and you're free to do whatever it is you want to do for the rest of your days. This business comes with world-class technology. World class, guys. We have everything that you can think of to market yourself, and it comes to you at no charge, no cost monthly. It is just for being a part of HGI. I don't think I spoke to you guys about net law, but I did speak to you about the wills and trust Net Law is exclusive to HGI. It's on our partner program, and we have Net Law. I'll show it to you right here. That's Net Law, guys. And Net Law is Wills Trust Advanced Directive. That's all the estate planning. And again, that is exclusive to us here at HGI. And you don't need a license to be able to help people with trust and will planning through Net Law. I thought about it, so I wanted to go back and touch on it. Right here, again, the technology is paramount. Everything that you can think of, from your social media to branding yourself to funnel pages. I mean, it's so much technology. I can't even describe it all in this short time, but know that everything that you could think of and things that you can't, from education to software, is right here. We go all over the world, just left Las Vegas, just left Hawaii in September, on the way back to Hawaii and to Europe. We'll be in Fort Lauderdale in January, back to Vegas in July. And in the interim, there are Europe trips and Hawaii trips that are already scheduled. So guys, we go lots of places. I mean, we're everywhere. The carriers take us places. It's a very, very rewarding career. All you have to do is apply yourself. It is $199. It is free, guys. This business for $199 is free. And I say that with no arrogance and all sincerity. It's like a $20 million business that you got in a box with everything that you can think of that's been tried, tested, and proven. And it's $200. It's $199 one time. Right. And there are no franchise fees at all. There's no monthly, there's no subscriptions. You don't pay for the software, you don't pay for anything. You register with the business, you join the business, and after your licensures, that's it. You don't pay anymore, you just start getting paid. No loss of job security. Please don't quit your job. Do this as long as you want to do it. I mean, work your job as long as you want to do it. Do this as long as you like. You can do it full time or you can do it part time. Everybody does it depending on their lifestyle. A lot of people start this business part time and they start doing it full time because this business is more lucrative than their job. I just realized I didn't have the light on. This business is more lucrative than, what they've been doing, and it's complete time management, complete time freedom, and financial freedom. So, you know, I have people that are on our team that were making no money and started this business and started a brand new life. And I have people that were making six figures on our team that completely stopped their jobs, that had financial professional careers, that were at banks, that were in various places. One guy was at Morgan Stanley. He gives his story all the time, and he was making $120,000 a year and quit because he did this business for 3 months and realized the income potential. And now he's at about $3 million a year. Okay. So no loss of job security. Work it how you want to work it. We will hold your hand no matter what position you choose to take. And the best thing about this, outside of only being $199, is that it's no experience necessary. None whatsoever. We train you here from beginning to end, even during your financial professional career. Our software still coaches you on mindset, on communication skills, on never meeting a stranger. I mean, we have everything to make you successful. The only thing is missing is you guys. So that is HGI, Big Financial. That's who we are. And what our mission is to create wealth for families globally, no matter their social economic background. Our goal is to ensure that everyone under the sun has financial literacy, that everyone has an opportunity to make a difference in their lives and in the lives of their families. That is our goal here, creating wealth for families, one family at a time. So we would love for you to join us. I hope this was informative, and I hope you guys are incited to be ignited to change your lives, because it is a life-changing situation for everybody that I've talked to. And it's not just financial. It has been life-changing for me and everyone that I've touched and been able to enlighten about the situation. So it's not just in financial growth, it is mindset, it is lifestyle. It makes you stretch yourself to help others and not only think of yourself. So that's it, guys. Whoever invited you, thank them, get with them. And this again is the best business opportunity on the planet from start to finish. We walk you through it, we take you to it, and at the end of it, we're still there, making sure that you're able to maintain and sustain what you've built. Big Financial Guys, HGI, thanks so much. Does anybody have any questions? Anything need to be discussed? If so, please get with the person that invited you. Thank you. Until next time. Ciao.